Oh yeah, we're talking about Payday.
Payday! Yeah, Payday!
Well, it's funny enough that we did go into this kind of area. Because my next question about the game is, do you have any reservations about playing a criminal role? Because in Payday, there's no bones about it. You are a criminal. They don't make it out like you're the criminal that everybody kind of wants to win, like the anti-hero. There's no bones about it. No, you are a criminal. You will probably shoot pedestrians and go about your business. You will mow down armies of police officers without a second thought. You are stealing from people who may or may not deserve to have things stolen from them. You are a criminal. Does that affect how you play this game? Josh, I'm going to start with you this time.
I'm going to say a little bit of yes and no. For one, I have a lot...
Okay, thanks, Josh.
I have a lot of respect for police officers. Props to them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, at least I can put myself in this mind frame that when I'm playing a video game, I'm playing a video game. They're ones and zeros, really.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're just is ones and zeros being displayed on my television screen,
Yeah.
and I can take that step back and part that I think that's part of with the ESRB thing is I think when you're growing up enough to kind of
You can separate the two.
it's distinct that that what you're doing is not real. It's definitely not something that you yourself if you read that in the newspaper, you as a person, your heart would sink.
Yeah.
But you do it on a screen with ones and zeros, it's not that bad. You know yourself inside. You know that you're not that person.
Yeah.
You know that this is just it's fantasy, really. It's fantasy. But the problem I do have with it being criminals is that it also glorifies it, and I don't like that. I don't like glorifying bank robbery. I don't like glorifying shooting people. It's a horrible thing. A lot of people are even on Battlefield, they're so into this as oh yeah, if I ever had to go to war, it's it'd be this big glorious thing, right? Shooting people is not a glory.
There's no glory.
There is absolutely no glory in shooting anybody. Killing anyone, which one of us would agree that killing somebody is a good thing?
Oh,
well,
no, never.
No, who in God's green earth wants to shoot somebody?
Yeah.
But
so let me ask you this then. As it just flew out of my brain. Oh shoot! And it kind of related to that. Crap. No, you know what? I don't want to eat up airtime just for my thoughts. Keep going.
Absolutely.
Going.
But the one thing I think about first-person shooters in general, any first-person shooter is that it kind of shows you what some people are capable of. And there's something deep down inside human. There's a violent side in everybody.
Oh, sure.
There's an angry side in everybody.
Yeah.
And yes, it makes you question your moral fiber when you like playing games like this. What is it about you that enjoys, doing this?
Yeah, but then that's a personal thing that you have to ask yourself. Are you liking the fact that you're sitting there killing people? Is that the part that's making you feel all good and warm? Or is it the fact that you're pointing your gun and you're winning at the game that you're playing?
There's a level of maturity that comes with this type of game.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, I do like the idea that it's a motor-based skill set.
Yeah.
To me, I like the idea of hand-eye coordination, and to me, that's probably one of the most challenging things that's come out lately, and that's been able to get your thumbs to be more toned and more accurate than the next guys. And
so video games are your exercise.
Unfortunately, but
we could hope
to get your mind working. It makes you think outside the box. It makes you think strategically. It makes you do all that kind of stuff.
So what I was going to say before, just with your... if you don't know, we live in Winnipeg, and there are snow blowers outside right now.
I hope my car's not getting buried right now.
Yeah, if there are like white noise in the background of this video, that's what it is. With your idea of glorifying the criminal act in this Payday the Heist, if there was that option to play as one of the police officers...
I'd rather play it.
Yeah, okay. And would that have changed your opinion on the game at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there has to... I think you have to have... you have to have the opposing side, right?
I'm going to be that teacher. Put your hand down. I see you.
You're
up next.
You have to have the opposing side. Opposing forces. There's been opposing forces...
And opposing thumbs.
Yeah, and opposing thumbs that are involved in these opposing forces.
Yes.
But, I like the idea of, it lets you know what humanity is capable of. Mm-hmm. We've been fighting for, since Cain slew Abel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Cory?
There is no question this game glorifies criminal behavior. It glorifies violence, certainly. However, here's where I get a little controversial.
Okay.
I think this sort of game needs to be taken with a sense of maturity. However, I don't think the ability to play as the cops would level the morality playing field at all, and here's why.
I agree.
Here's why. Every single mission in Payday the Heist, every single one, is about completing objectives. Every single mission could theoretically be completed without firing a single shot at a single officer.
I like that.
Okay. However, if you start playing as the cops and your objective is stop the criminals, the only way you'd be able to do that is beat them up or kill them or something like that. So you're taking that, albeit
there is no negotiate button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are criminals and it does glorify their behavior. But as you play the game, they also do have a sort of sense of morality of their own. They have a code to live by. These guys live under the code of honor amongst thieves. That's why the game is about protecting each other, helping each other up, helping each other escape from the cops, that kind of thing. It glorifies it, yeah, but at the same time, I think it also shows us that you can be a different sort of hero. I think the hook of kill all the cops that you can is excellent marketing, and I think it's a lot of fun for those of us that understand the difference between real life and video games. But I think if you give people the option of playing as cops, the focus now becomes on player versus player deathmatch.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what the game was built to be about.
Dino?
Well, I would say that playing as a criminal doesn't bother me as such. It's more about the actions that you're doing. So, I mean, anytime you have to kill a person, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, it's not a fun thing to do. I would say that overall it doesn't affect me. I don't think about it when I'm purchasing a game or when I want to decide if I'm going to play a game. I'm pretty good at shaking myself out of that immersiveness of that part of this situation and look past it and say, okay, what do they want me to do? They want me to enjoy a game. If I have to be a criminal to enjoy this game, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it can be fun, like when you have to pick a lock for the first time or something, and those kinds of games. That's not necessarily the most honest thing to do, but picking a lock in any game is always fun.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
The only thing I'll add to that, if I can, is that I never really saw myself... I know I'm committing criminal acts and I'm killing people left, right, and center, but like Cory mentioned before, you get to a certain age and you realize this is just a game and you don't really take it to heart. That said, typically when I'm playing a game, I do try to go with the lawfully good sort of character. Hardly ever do I stray into territory that would either affect other characters within the game in a negative way or would cause harm to other people. If, say for example, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, You have the option to go in guns a-blazing on any level, any type of thing. But I went with the non-lethal route the entire game, where no one was killed by my hand. An even better example is Red Dead Redemption. You are a criminal in the Wild Wild West. You are known as a wanted man, but you are trying to change your ways. It said that from the get-go, and that's how I played my character. But every so often, as my reputation gained as a good law-abiding citizen, and I felt good about my character, and then lo and behold, I'm walking down a dirt road, and some random dude says to me, "Hey, you're a pussy, and I'll gunfight you." I'm like, no, I'm not having anything like that. What are you, a chicken shit? And in my head, I'm going, you're talking to John fucking Marston here. You better back the fuck up right now. And then it's game on, and I take him out. But it's like, those are criminal elements that the games bring out in you because they want you to feel something. Whereas something like Payday, where you're a criminal from the get-go, I don't know if I'm linking these two up correctly, but when I play Red Dead Redemption, I'm in a certain mindset. When I'm playing Payday the Heist, the criminal element isn't in there for me. I am laughing too hard. I am making jokes. I am listening to my friends. We are playing laser tag, essentially, in a virtual environment. And there is no sense of... There's no malicious behavior on my part. There's nothing malicious about my actions in this game. There can't be, because I'm dying from crying, laughing so hard that I suck so bad in this game. You know, you can't play these kind of games and go in it with like, kill all the white people. You know, you can't do that, because even though it's a criminal, even though there's the criminal element, there is nothing about it that feels malicious about the game. I can't.
No, it's it's fantasy violence is what it is.
Yeah.
It, like I said, the reason I enjoyed the movie, because I'm sort of the same as you. When I play a game, I like to get into a character and I like to put myself into the game as a character. Yeah. This game is about casting you in the role of Mr. Pink, of Jules from Pulp Fiction. These are characters that have a certain sense of heroicness to them, but it's not the traditional law and order type of goodness.
Yeah.
It's not... The cornerstone of the game is you are a terrorist of some kind. You are a criminal of some kind. And you go into that game unapologetically. You go into it knowing that that's what you're going to do, and the style is such that you're not supposed to think about the greater meaning of it all. You're a crook. Those are cops. They're trying to stop your payday. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
how violent you get is up to you.
Yeah, you have to look at. I think if my final thought for myself on the morality of this game is that there is no morality to the game. The morality is in each player. If you have a problem with this sort of thing, if you think that if you have a problem with playing a criminal and shooting cops, this is not the game for you. If you're able to separate that and to not look too closely at the right or wrong of the situation, there's a lot of fun to be had at the game. But this is a game that could piss people off pretty easily. So.
Fair enough. So, we're going to end this, but before we do, Cory, this was your choice for Game of the Month.
Okay.
Is there any topic about this game that you really want to talk about that we haven't covered yet?
Trying to think. You can edit me thinking, can you?
I don't know. Do we want to? This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, can you put in doo
I can't because that's copyright.
Okay.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Just
So I'm going to have to censor that.
Yeah.
I really
we can
want,
say fucking shit all we want, but I have to censor the Jeopardy theme.
I really like this game, and I really want people to play this game. So I want to ask everybody, what was your standout moment playing it? What was your favorite moment What was the moment that when you played this game, you were like, yes, fuck yes, Payday?
When Josh fucking ran out of the bank out the front door.
That was the best! When you ran out of the... Where am I going?
That was Dan!
That was Dan!
Was it?
Dan went outside and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stick to cover.
Yeah. We're going down the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my god.
That is definitely the best part of this game. Is
So to clarify, what had happened, there was myself, Dean, Cory, and our friend Dan. We had pretty much... What's that?
Didn't you take video of this?
We did. It is online. Dean here has a YouTube channel. He goes by Omnimous69. If you look on there, you can see our gameplay from our first Payday session together. And you'll watch our friend Dan. And we all got hosed, okay? I was the first down, of course. And I don't know who followed, but it quickly just declined from like a really successful mission. And then all you see at the very tail end of this video is our buddy Dan in the bank vault going, what do I do? Grab the money! And he's grabbing all the money. It's like, what do I do now? Run! And he runs! And he's trying to shoot cops, and there's Cory going, no, don't even bother, just go! And he's like, okay. And he does what anybody with common sense would do. If I need to get out fast, where's the first exit? The front door. He's out, and we're all screaming, no, don't do that, wrong way. And he's
There's
done.
a bajillion cops waiting outside the bank for him. Hail of gunfire. End of the mission. Oh, that was good. That's
a
good.
great
So there
moment.
is justice to be had in this video.
Yes.
There is.
But unfortunately, it's when you lose.
Yeah. Josh, what was your favorite moment?
Favorite moment
Was that the question? I'm sorry. I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to paraphrase. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it would have been my favorite moment. We're all tucked in, guarding this drill. There's snipers here. I'm like, where's Jason? He's like, he's halfway across the freaking map by himself. There's cops right about to shove their pistol rifles right up his ass, and then there's like a few cops in the lobby. I'm like, oh man, I have to go help him. Like, what's he doing over there? And so like, there's cops coming in from every angle. He's over here, I'm over here, and so I'm like taking these guys out. And he's like, what? I'm supposed to be over here. And so he eventually kind of regroups with us, but
In my defense,
yeah.
I was thinking of causing a flanking position for all the cops. But apparently that's not what I was supposed to do, because we had a mission to do. Anyways,
And there were a bunch of cops in behind him, but you made it out.
I made it out
was
by
the
the skin of my
important thing.
teeth. Yep.
I can't wait till I get you guys into some of the other missions.
Oh, I know.
First
I know.
World Bank is fun.
When you told me about No Mercy and how that ties into Left 4 Dead, I mean, just the...
It's the unofficial canon prequel to Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
They're doing everything except outright saying that this is the prequel to Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, and it sounds like, because it is so... It sounded so different from the typical run-in... Sorry, I'm laughing about my stupidity in that mission now. Okay, calm, this is professional.
Yeah.
So, basically, so the viewers can know this, the mission in No Mercy is you and your fellow players, you enter a hospital where patient 0, the first infected victim with the zombie outbreak, is in the building. And your mission is to go collect blood samples and take it back to a buyer for this bioterrorist organism. So you can go in it, and not, like Cory said about all the missions, but this one in particular, you can fire not a single bullet and do it all stealthy. And that really appeals to me. Anyone who's been watching DeepSeededGeek, you know I love the stealth.
So hard
but
to pull
it is
off.
so hard to pull
satisfying.
off. Yep. So that has me intrigued. I can't wait to try
it's a
that
lot
out.
of fun. Yeah.
I guess it's on me for moment. Okay. Favorite moment of the game was the actual first time I did co-op with you.
That was good fun.
Cory was my first time.
That was good fun.
But even though I still suck balls, they helped me out many, many times. I held my own on a couple of instances, but that didn't mean anything. The fact that we completed that mission and the joy and pride I felt
We made it, boys.
Yeah, we made it. It was like the eureka kind of moment. It was fantastic. And then I found out we were on Overkill, which to me is like playing God of War on Titan mode. And I won the whole thing. I killed Zeus pretty much, you know. It was that feeling of like, I want to spike my mouse and do the, you know, it was a touchdown moment for me. And up until that point, the game was meh for me. But when I had that moment, the game was like my go-to for co-op gameplay. So that made the game for me right there.
Right on.
So thank you. I love you, man.
I like you. I like you.
I'm fond of you too. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up for our game of the month, Payday the Heist. I highly recommend you go check it out, boys. What's the verdict here? Do we say go check it out? Is it a meh game?
Check it out.
Check it out, Josh.
Man, oh man.
Oh
Yeah!
Another converted. So before we leave,
It was good. It was good. Fun.
what we were gonna do.
You need friends to play it, though.
You do need friends to play it. Highly recommend it. If you want practice, single player, you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if you have 4 friends, and I think they even have a deal where you can get a 4-pack.
4-pack on sale all the time, yeah.
Exactly.
I think it works out at, if you buy the 4-pack, you're basically paying for 3 copies of the game. You get a free copy, basically.
For sure. And I'll tell you what, if you find me on Steam, like I said, then it'll be in the show notes afterwards. My Steam username is Fuggers.
Omnimous 69.
That
Omnimous-
_1_guy.
I'll leave this all in the comments too, so you can follow us all. If you want to buy the game but you don't have friends that want to, by all means, hit us up on Steam. We'll get you into a match.
We
no
love our
problem.
level 1s, man.
Absolutely.
Join us for a game.
And it'll be a good time. And you'll feel like a hero because nobody sucks as big as I do. So, with that said, what I have here is our monthly bucket of games. So we have 4 entries here for our next Game of the Month session.
Dun, dun,
Dun dun dun. And who's going to... You know what?
New guy.
Dino,
New
it's
guy.
your first time. So please, pick out a Game of the Month and read it out to us. There we go.
Oh, I hope I didn't get mine.
What do you mean?
I got my own.
Yay!
Prison Architect.
Prison
What?
Architect.
Prison Architect.
Yeah! Yes, sir.
Okay, describe
I'm
this.
into
What
it.
is this? Prison Architect.
Because I've only seen this game played a couple times on Let's Play, but it's this over-the-top view, and I think the idea is you're like a prison warden, and you have to make decisions on power, how the powers run throughout the prison. You have to build different buildings, like there's an execution chamber that you have to build. There's even like a little comic booky element to it when the first time you build the execution chamber, they show this person going in there, and it's all these comic book clips of this guy going in there and dying. And like, so it's really...
We don't like violence.
No,
we
but
don't.
what I'm saying is, it's very interesting in that it's just this top-down 2D almost management game of a prison, and it looks super interesting.
I'm into it.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
Prison Architect.
Dude, I just got through XCOM. Well, you play
Yeah.
XCOM too.
XCOM!
And this sounds a lot like that strategy building in your base and
Sort
bunker.
of like
and
a
all
Sim City.
Okay, so
only
what-
that. Oh,
Prison.
there you go.
What were our other
Sim
options?
prison.
What else might have come out of the bucket of games?
Oh, we don't reveal that because it could be a game for a future month.
Oh. Fine.
So, before we go,
Be my last DeepSeededGeek.
I want to remind you all that there is a giveaway. So if you watched this far, thank you very much for watching this. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more of this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button right up here. Or is it down here? I can't remember where I put the subscribe button.
I'll
nowadays.
find it.
Yeah, it's somewhere around here. We'll
Under
link
the
it.
couch.
So if you hit that, you'll subscribe to us, and you'll be updated with all the latest videos that come out from DeepSeededGeek. Also check out Omnimous69. He's got his own channel. He does quite a few gameplay playthroughs that are just fantastic, and games that you wouldn't normally see. a lot of
Everything
other-
you ever wanted to know about Farming Simulator 2013,
This is the man.
that's the guy.
This is the man. So
the real
definitely
things.
check it. Yeah, man, yeah. So with that, subscribe, like the channel, like the video if you're into it. Share with your friends and family, and post in the comments below. That's what I live for. If you comment on this video, I will absolutely give you a response. Suggest a game. Suggest other games that we haven't even heard of before, much like Prison Architect. And yeah, don't forget the giveaway for Indie Game, the documentary. Fill out those comments and you could be a winner. Thank you very much for watching, and for all of us, take care.
Bye, everyone.